and welcome to another Wraggys Beers, Wines and Spirits review. Just out of curiosity for everybody watching this video, um, I've, someone says to me that you're better off waiting until 10 seconds in before you say anything because of YouTube not registering it properly. Is that the thing? And I'm sure other beer reviewers will know this as well. Always interesting to, because obviously if I'm saying that, hello and welcome to Wraggys Beer Reviews, and like all you're hearing is beer reviews, or you missed it altogether, it's like, eh. But anyway, so tonight from Alter Ego Brewing, based in Heanor in Derbyshire, and their tap room is called the Tip in Loscoe in Derbyshire. And let me tell you now, an amazing little tap room slash micro pub. If you're nearby, pop in, get yourself some draft beer to take away, or if you're staying nearby, get yourself to the pub. They've got an open mic night. Yeah, I'm thinking of going down, battering some tunes out, Yeah, done some great tunes over the years. My Rotivator's Broken Down. It was a top hit, Yeah, at the top of Made Marion Way. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, I'm reminiscing. Um, Sadly, the bloke whose motivator broke down, he passed away. But it was an amazing day. It was. It truly was. We were all I think we were planting at the time, and he was on the last bed rotivating. And next minute, he's kicking the fuck out the rotivator. And, pardon for swearing, he's kicking hell out the rotivator. And my rotavator's broken down. Why is it always me? And he's shouting this. We're on a public traffic island at the top of Maid Marian Way in the middle of Nottingham, and he's going off on one. And we're all just absolutely peeing ourselves. And obviously, me being the 20 plus year old version of me, I was an absolute, what's the word? Bar and steward. Yeah. Yeah. That person that's the real Raggy, the one who really is, wasn't stressed or anything and was god awful at taking the mick. Never nasty though. It was always done in fair banter, but nonetheless. So yeah, this is a highly rated. 3 minutes in, and I'm not even drank the beer yet. This is a highly rated beer from Alter Ego Brewing, Midnight Creeper Export Stout. Lots of other brewers, and this is where other brewers have said this is a quality stout. So just goes to show you. I will read on the back because as I'm going blind, although I might look bright to you, but from this side, it's as dark as they come. So our export stout is hopped with Citra and Eldorado to give a modern take on the historic tradition of heavily hopping this style for distinctive taste and longer shelf life in the warmer climates. And it says here, embrace your alter ego. I'm sure it said it was 6.5%, unless I'm going totally blind. Oh, yeah, 6.5%. So we'll crack it open. We're going to use a Lenton Lane Brewery glass. I don't actually have an Alter Ego Brewing glass. Do you? Do you have an Alter Ego Brewing glass? I'm sure someone might comment, and one day, if anybody actually watches my videos from Alter Ego Brewing, I do wonder sometimes. Obviously, with all beers, I only get what I get. So if there's an intended, poured that a bit thick, if there's an intended aroma that I'm not getting, then you can be guaranteed sure that I didn't get it. So we're looking at a nice black pour on this. We're looking at a big head. My crap pouring, to be fair. Light tan head. Roasty nose with a... Yeah, there's an element in the background that I'm not getting. In any case, cheers all. It's It's just started to chuck it down. It's been a lovely day today. I've had a cracking day at work. So on the way home last Thursday, I'm driving on the B6386, and I get to the junction with the A614, which is out on the outskirts of Nottingham, and I'm just about to turn. I'm behind this car all the way from Southall. A filthy car as well, with a big knob on the back of the car, which yeah. And it's funny enough, it's actually a woman driving it. I don't know what that's about. But in any case, I'm behind this. She pulls off to go. I'm behind her. Looks to the right, because it's a big main road. You don't mess about. Looks to the right. Two cars are coming, both indicating to pull in. And moves off. Bang. She'd stopped. For whatever reason, she'd stopped. Bloody freak occurrence, you know. And no damage to my car, no damage to her car. But you know how people are these days. We're in a claim landscape where everyone's claiming for nothing. And but it's been 4 days now. I've not heard a thing, so I presume that's it, done, dusted, and over. And yeah, did not do the old mental health any good. Anxiety and that, panicking all that night. And you know, and all weekend really, and a little thing like an accident, you know. To be honest, if someone had gone into me, if it had been reversed, someone had gone into me, I'd have looked, there's no damage. I'd have said, it's not worth it, mate, because if we even tell your insurance goes up. If you've had an accident and there's no damage, nothing, no one's claiming, but you tell them your insurance goes up. That is really bad, I think, you know, and especially like this girl, she was a pretty new driver, 5 months into driving. Obviously, if I've gone into the back of her, it's my fault, regardless of the fact that all of a sudden she bloody panicked and stopped. But, you know, people make mistakes. I made a mistake, she made a mistake, but it was my fault. And yeah, there's some crap you just don't need on the way home. I was like an old woman the rest of the way home, which is, you know, driving really slow, giving massive amount of space. Anyone behind me would be thinking, what is this idiot doing? So, cheers all. Let's dive in. It's going to be a long review. It's not going to be a short one. We're going for a long one. There's a creamy note to the aroma on this. So to say it's got Citra and Eldorado hops, it'd be interesting to see what flavours I get. I mean, you know what Citra brings to the plate. I can't remember what Eldorado brings. I'm not a brewer. I just drink beer. Do I care what hops are in the beer? No, not really. Never did. Ooh. Okay, I understand now why other brewers are saying this is a bang-on can. And it is. It's got some lovely taste to it. It's chucking down again. We do need the rain though. You might not think so if you live on a floodplain, but the rest of us do. It's been a very dry January. And this happened last year, and the spring was so damn dry, and it went into a dry summer. And crops and fruit trees all suffered because of it. So it's actually good. And good for me because I'm not at work. It's dark, so obviously I'm not at work. Right, so anyway, this I don't know where the Citra is, because obviously Citra gives off a certain taste in that, but I'm not getting that with this stout. But what I am getting is a really top stout. There's a lovely roasty element. There's an element that I can't put my finger on. There's a creaminess to it. It's a beautiful tasting beer. Absolutely beautiful. Beautiful. Really beautiful. Yeah, top. And not just because it's local. Please put that one out in your head. Like most people, you know, if it's local, you try not to be for want of a better word, an arse. But if you don't get it, you don't get it. And my best way of saying that I don't get a beer is it's not my cup of tea. I've done that with certain beers in the Adventure Beer Advent Calendar. There were a couple of beers that I really didn't like, for want of a better word. But I was nice. And I mean, if it were truly atrocious, then I'm sorry, but you're going to get, you know, this is not a nice beer. But this, it's a belly warming. Oh, that's just hitting the old raggy spot. Lovely. So, for those who watched the Nottingham Forest match, these beer reviews, for people new to the channel, my beer reviews are very similar to my lives, where it's a bit of life. It's about the beer predominantly, but it's a bit of life. It's a bit of what's happened in the day. It may not be live, so you know there's no actual live interaction, but there's plenty of comments. And you know the beer community for me is probably is a great community. You know, you look across all the different beer reviewers. Obviously, I don't know some of the beer reviewers out there. Never talked to some of them. They know of me, I suppose, and I've heard of them. Try not to have any enemies. That's not really my game. Disappointed sometimes in when I hear reviews, and the reviews shocking, and just for bait. And I'm not a bait person, in that respect at least. But but like me, I like a beer, and I like my. Not all my reviews are long reviews, but you know, quite a few are. And it's, you know, you chill out, get a pew, get yourself a beer, and watch the review. We'll talk about life. I mean, I'm disgusted with Leicester City's fans yesterday. What the hell were you thinking about? Going into pubs in Nottingham, breaking windows in pubs, chucking stuff at windows. Kids are in that pub. What the hell are you doing? And it's all over Twitter. There were people with their kids in them pubs. Luckily, the actual Forest fans were shielding the families. If I'm in charge of Leicester now, I'm looking at them fans. I want the CCTV footage. If I'm the boss, if I'm the owner of Leicester, whoever's in charge, I want the CCTV footage. I want to say, you're banned from every football ground in the country. Don't you ever come to Leicester again. You've you've disrespected all the good Leicester City fans. I mean, one of the pubs where I've gone to before Christmas, Cross Keys, they were chucking tables and stuff at the windows. Staff came out in the end. The staff came out and basically fought them off. And then the police came, thank God, with the dogs. Dickheads, absolute morons. No need for it. Banter, yeah. Giving each other some jip. I get that. You know, winding each other's up, saying, "Yeah, you're playing." And for me, I'm absolutely. I know I'm a Forest fan, but I'm absolutely beyond pleased that Nottingham Forest beat them solidly. So those idiots can go back to their city knowing, one, you got beat, two, you have just shown yourself up. you know, you get banned from your own club. Good on you. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Hey, if the Derby fans didn't do that, you know, I mean, Forest and Derby, we've got a reputation of being a bit naughty with, but even the Derby fans didn't do that. There's no need for it in this day and age. We're not living in that era anymore. Grow up. In any case, we'll crack on. There are better ways to get your point across. YouTube, social media. Most powerful tools in the world at the moment are the tools that you're watching. YouTube, more powerful. Because video footage, YouTube, Instagram, although Instagram's just a hive of spam, but as is Facebook at times. But you know, there's better ways of getting your point across than being an absolute dick who can't handle their drink. But really enjoyed this beer. Sorry for sparting, but you know, sometimes it needs to be done. For a stout that's not an imperial, that's one of the best stouts I've had in a long while. I don't know what I'm not getting the full, I don't understand what the Citra and Eldorado do compared to when Citra is in an IPA. But it's given it a taste which is just absolutely off the charts. It's a banging beer. I got it from Adventure Beer. About £4, I think, for the can, but stunner. So if you see it local in your beer shops, get it. Out of 5 for me, 4.62. One of the best beers this year so far. I'm not joking. And that's it for this review. Thank you everyone for watching, commenting, subscribing. And if you haven't subscribed, get subscribing. Come and join the party. Cheers all. See you soon.